Glad to have you with us from Huntington Bank Stadium. It's the Mississippi State Bulldogs and the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Talking to Coach Levy before the game, this is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear from the noise. This crowd is ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
Taylor wants to throw it. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota!
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There is tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You've got a lot of ball left to play. You've got to keep going.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick six here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick six rattled him a little bit. And if he's out here now seeing ghosts, he's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. You got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory, because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their signal call.
The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The play action fake. Got it in the middle. It's Cotton. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Taylor wants to throw. Here comes the heat. He's going to take off. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down.
Well, just a really nice job there on that 3rd down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up 4th down.
Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. All the way back to the 15. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Taylor has it. Makes a man miss. At the 40, there he goes. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And this is one of the things that makes this defense so tricky is they've got incredible speed at the inside linebacker position. Not only can they go sideline to sideline, run east-west, but they can run downhill on blitzes, and they can get to your quarterback.
After that sack, the O-line better get its act cleaned up. 3rd down coming. To the air, it's Lindsey. Rushes on him. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain.
And nowadays, you're not always going to get these quarterbacks on the ground because they're so athletic. But nice job getting the sack, let them out of the pocket there, but now forcing the 4th down, and it's decision time for this offense.
The Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. They'll run the option. Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. They'll give it to Fluff. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. So you get stuffed on 1st down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on 2nd, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
He'll keep it on 2nd down. Still running it. Here's a little... And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
And the Bulldogs will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Picks up the 1st down. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Taylor wants to throw it. Moves around to clear up the vision. He's sacked. He'll lose a couple on that one as he tried to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick 6, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He'll pull it. There he goes. He slides past the 1st down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll give it to Fluff. Got enough space. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Back to pass, it's Lindsey. Gets it out fast. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. 3rd down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Taken in by Smith on the right side. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
Offense in a split backfield. Trying play action. The sure hands, it's Walsh. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Motion from the back. Wants to throw again. They'll run the screen. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Not the start the offense wanted. They punted on the opening drive, and now they're in a fourth down situation in their own end of the field. And what are you going to do if you're the coach now? I know you want to be aggressive and you want to stay on the field. You want to try to kickstart this offense, but this is a very dangerous place early in the game to gamble. I can't wait to see what his decision is.
And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. The screen, he can go. Just never gives you a clean shot at him as he gets out to the 28.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
The Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run play action, looking to buy time. Turning it on, and he slides down and gets just enough to move those chains.
Obviously, this quarterback is a huge part of their rushing attack, and you've seen that early in this game. He's been very, very productive running the ball. Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes it's on scrambles like what you just saw. But with his speed, he makes it so difficult on a defense.
Keeps it on 1st down. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the 1st down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the 1st down marker is.
Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Handoff, left Bothwell. Got enough for the 1st. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a 1st down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Oh, better look out! And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. Absolutely nothing settled, deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those 1st downs. Get those big chunks.
He'll do it himself. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing about these QBs that can move and run all over the place and give you so many options is that didn't even look like much, but he chews up so much yardage and gets those little gains that just death by 1,000 cuts that continue to happen with this offense.
Tight end now in motion. Pulls it and runs it again. It's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it and they get that turnover. They were rolling with the option, and the quarterback kept it, but he couldn't hang on to the football.
I'm impressed with this defense. They are locked in and defending the option right now. Guys are playing assignment football, and they're just doing a great job with their eye discipline. They saw the QB pull that ball. They knew exactly who had it. They got to him and created the turnover.
The Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first 2 possessions. The give is to Taylor.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore. They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting your back downhill, not going backwards.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to the well. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Now they'll run it to the right here. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. And the Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. Really needed to get some distance on that punt from this spot on the field, and he did. Now on the return, they make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to Fluff. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Taylor wants to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got it in the middle, it's Helms. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Motion from the wide receiver. There's some room. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. What a run. Gets it inside the 40 and out of bounds at the 36.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Tracy. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
The running game's been thrown in reverse. Would they dare try to run it again on third down and goal? Here's the give off the left side. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive.
Fourth down here. It's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Never a doubt. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. Taylor wants to throw it. Oh, they're after him. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to give the defense tons of credit. They are dominating in the trenches. That's the big story so far.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Running inside, it's Taylor. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front 7 are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go today.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll go to the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up, and they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Finds a man on the right. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
Pulls it in. It's Tracy. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, the receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
The Golden Gophers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grabbed behind the line, it's Smith. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Under fire. Finds his big tight end. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Well, this is a quarterback who's not known for his running ability, obviously. We've seen him make some great throws, but mobility, that's probably not on your bingo card. You saw it right there. He gets brought down for the sack.
And they've converted their first 2 third down opportunities, but a 3rd and long is a different animal. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Trying to get behind the defense. Leaping grab for a big gain. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, a big reason why this team has the lead right now is how good they are executing on critical down and distances. This drive has been a masterclass on 3rd downs. How good have they been? What is that, 4 now? 3, 4, 5? I've lost count. But right now, this quarterback knows exactly where the defense is going to be. He's finding the open guys, and this offense is staying on the field.
The run inside. It's Taylor.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They feed him again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. After the earlier field goal, they'll try again, this time a 43-yard attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Quarterback extends the play. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. Mississippi State calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stopped in the backfield.
And that's a better job by this defense. That's exactly what they've got to start doing more. He's had a lot of success on the ground. It's apparent. He will take off and move. So how do we keep him in the pocket? Get him behind the line of scrimmage, fluster him a little bit, and don't let him use those wheels.
Using his legs to buy some time. And, oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And that is no good. They missed an opportunity to cut this deficit in half, still down by 6. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to impose their will with the run. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Gets it to him on the screen. Breaks into the open. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
And the Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. Taylor has it. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. Those sloppy false start penalties can be drive killers. It's 2nd and 13. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Taylor. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. To throw, it's Lindsey. Bringing the heat. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And look, I know this offense made some adjustments at halftime, and they couldn't wait to get back out on the field and try to generate a score. But their defense is playing lights out. So to me right now, this is a no-brainer. After the incompletion on 3rd, just punt it away and let your defense eat.
They kick it away on 4th down. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Pulled and fired complete. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for the loss.
And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off play action. He's going to throw deep right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this third down? He'll try to get to the marker himself. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down.
And, man, they sneaked the option in there on third and long. And I don't know, was that a misread? Like, do you get the ball to your tailback? Like, it was pretty well defended. They had the quarterback swallowed up. He got some yards, but now you're forced into a fourth down, and this might be a passing situation.
Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That's reeled in. It's Walsh. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
They're going to ride this running back. Got enough for the first. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last two plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
Running inside, it's Taylor. Finding some room. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
Back to pass. It's Lindsey. Over the middle, it's Smith. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
The Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. And the Golden Gophers have pushed it inside the 20. The run inside. It's Taylor. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Absolutely perfect. That'll make it a 2-score game at 16-7.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Caught by Williams on the right. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bid up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They just keep firing. Pressure coming. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
Under fire. He's got it. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He leaves it with his back. Got a little grass. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Taylor wants to throw. Got a man. It's Evans. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
The pull and throw off the RPO. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
The play action fake. Looking for the score. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
He splits the uprights. It's now a one-possession game, 16-10. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Got it. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So after that false start, now instead of 2nd and short, you've got 2nd and 8. On the draw, it's Taylor. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. We reach the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
The Golden Gophers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll send the tight end in motion. Trying play action. There's the pressure. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. And with the pick 6. Touchdown Bulldogs.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And that extra point was good, and now they have the lead in the fourth. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. After giving up that field goal, they find themselves trailing and trying to do something about it on this drive. Shoots it to the left. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Here's the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the right. He's got it. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into 3rd and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. And that was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that first.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And to get rid of it quickly.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And he got it oh so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They'll start on the ground with Buff Bothwell. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Buff Bothwell again. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Fires to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll give it to Fluff. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Fluff Bothwell again, and they're able to get him down.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last two plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback there.
Yeah, and how I throw I think is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
And man, it's a big decision for this offense. Like having the lead, does that change your mind? Are you less aggressive or do you go for the gusto? Do you try to finish this thing off yourself by getting the first down, continuing to possess the ball here in the fourth quarter with the lead?
My goodness, he unloads on that one. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Minnesota's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Makes the grab. It's Helms. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Taylor.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They go right back to him. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Motion from the wideout. Looking to pass. It's Lindsey. Catch in the middle. It's Tracy. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
They're running the curl route against zone coverage. The quarterback knows that's going to be a tight window. He's got to rifle that ball into his wide receiver. He does just that, and as a result, they pick up the first down.
And the Golden Gophers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Running inside. It's Turner. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
They'll run it. It's Turner. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! They move on top here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown and, more importantly, take the lead.
Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. They'll run play action. Looking to convert the 2, and he will not. The defense gets to him with the sack.
number 68, set to kick off.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They weren't able to move it on their last possession. Ended up punting it away, but now in a tight... Oh, he's got some space. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. On target. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
High the chains now on second and long. Keeps it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Flips it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Man, you gotta love the safety's eyes on that play. He didn't get lost. He didn't get enamored with everything that was going on in front of him, playing pass down the field. He locked eyes on that running back, saw the screen develop, comes upfield, makes the play, makes the sound tackle.
He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback gets enough. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the fourth quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
Taylor wants to throw it. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the fourth quarter for the touchdown.
So now an extra point really doesn't help you much. Might as well go for two and try to make the lead 3. From the gun, looking for a man. Flips it out to the back. He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Took a shot as he threw. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down in possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the fourth down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourselves a shot to win.
Scanning the field, it's Lindsey. Makes the grab. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense just has not had an answer for this guy working out of the slot so far. Man coverage has been tricky. He's beaten them in zone. You might want to think about bracketing him where you've got a defender on the outside and the inside to see if you can force the quarterback to go somewhere else with the ball.
To the air on first down. Completes the shuffle pass. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. On the run, fires downfield. Got the big tight end on the corner route. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score.
Well, that's exactly why you practice these 2-minute situations. The quarterback knew exactly where to go. He's trying to work the sideline, save some clock. Great route by the receiver getting open, making the catch, getting out of bounds. And this drive is off to a pretty good start.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. The Gophers will take their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The Golden Gophers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The run inside. It's Turner. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Timeout taken by Minnesota. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Finds his big tight end. Great job by this defense rising up, forcing a 4th down, and remember, a field goal does tie the game.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his...
All right, wait a minute here. They are going to send out the field goal unit and take what they hope is assured points. The offense uses a timeout, 15 seconds left to play. And this one can draw us even in the final moments. This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. Timeout called by the defense and 15 seconds to go in this one. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! And they tied the game inside a minute to go in regulation.
Man, that is a massive field goal. So much pressure on him. With just a couple seconds left here in the game, he knocks it through the uprights. It looks like this thing's going into overtime as long as your defense is not completely screwed this thing up.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Here's a give to Bothwell. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably maybe 1 possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
Yeah, it's a really good job with the misdirection, right? Bringing somebody's one direction with so much speed, the defense reacts. Now you bring another guy the other direction. Hard to see one and then react to the other, especially with that kind of speed on the field, and that's why you had a big play.
Big guy smells it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Pulls it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
A gut check on the doorstep. 3rd and goal here in overtime. Here comes the Heat. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And they're on top here in overtime.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Turner. Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
And the Golden Gophers have moved it inside the 20. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it could go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catch is there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense.
Touchdown, Minnesota! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
And there's so many targets to focus on, so many elite playmakers, and they just lost him. They lost the running back out of the backfield. He catches the football, does the rest, takes it into the end zone. What a nice weapon to have on your team.
They need this extra point to send it to double overtime. And the extra point splits the uprights. We play on. First down here in the second overtime period. They'll give it to Washington. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Man, you play the whole game. Now it's coming down to what? A couple of plays. It's in overtime. You're starting to move the ball closer to the opponent's end zone. Got to make a play. Got to protect the football. What's your go-to play after watching this whole game develop?
Run in the red zone. It's Turner. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Just a couple they need to pick up here on 3rd and short in overtime. They'll keep it on the ground. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Final timeout taken by the Bulldogs. So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. It's good! What a way to finish the comeback! They were left for dead and they came back and win it with a walk-off field goal. Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. Taylor wants to throw. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. A game winner. What a finish in double overtime with the touchdown.
Love the play call here, going play action on the 1-yard line against goal line defense. They're expecting run. Everybody freezes on the play fake. That helps open up the throw for the easy touchdown.